Good morning, everybody. Look,
Yes,
it's
good
morning for us.
Yes, welcome back, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello. Glad y'all here today. Y'all coming back. All the NFT people. But welcome, everybody. I'm Tiila. Glad you guys are here with us today. We are always excited about
Yeah,
NFTs.
especially this week. Always
You said,
excited,
well,
but
you said
some,
especially this week, huh?
finally get to moving on some projects we really been invested in, and so yeah, excited for a lot of stuff that's about to happen this month.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's already a lot already has happened this look this month. We barely on day one.
Mhm.
But welcome. Glad you guys are here. So again, I know the Black History Month is this month too.
Yes,
So everybody, we're excited about Black History Month also. But we
yes.
actually celebrated like the whole year too. We don't just do like one month.
Yes,
thought I should say that too. But,
yes, sorry. We're happy Black History Month, but yeah,
yeah,
so thank you.
so let's get moving. I'll start sharing my doggone screen. Oh, shoot. All right. First thing, like I said, I know many of you guys have already invested in the NBA Top Shot, so that is they are having a drop that we think is going to be pretty good on this Thursday. Hopefully, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
they're trying to get Kevin Durant in there and trying to get some pack numbers right, or hopefully get them right, and have the opportunity to get some more like rare moments. So hopefully that'll go well for people that are still investing in it. We are still investing in it because we've been in it since October when they were selling a lot of the packs of 2020. So
yeah, I was going to
definitely,
say not this last year, but the year before.
yeah,
So,
2020.
but again, hopefully, like, if these packs, start, if you can pull a couple cards, like I said, to me, it's always I know I get both sides of it. Some people are like, well, hey, I'm tired of it. Okay, fine, no problem, great, move on, it's fine. But for someone, if you're just getting started, this is one of those areas as far as you being able to get started with something that's $9, and sometimes they have been as high as several $100s and even up to $1,000. But at the same time, if you can get in here and get started with some of these packs that are lower, and if you happen to get something that's very good, it's a great way of getting started within the NFT space. Very good. Okay, so fairly easy on this one to do. So NBA Top Shot again will be happening this week. All right. Okay, let's move on. And then the drops that I still can never get right now.
Okay, we'll talk about it, but if you get it, let us know.
If you get it, you got a new system. Let us know.
Yeah, because most of the jobs I've been able to really get into, they still happening. I get notifications for them, but
Yeah,
yeah, and then they finally migrated, I guess, to coin also. So we're waiting for the token to be able to of the NFTs to be able to go over there as well. So hopefully that'll start helping the market. But if the drops stay in the VV app, then we'll see.
we're gonna see. We're gonna continue to see. But again, it's again the frustration. Again, but the opportunity. If you just happen to get it in the 0.0000 of a second, and you can grab one, you just made some money.
Yeah.
Just I'd be like, if it just could just go through. But
Just one.
they just got quicker now. It'd be like instantly like sold out. I'm like, I didn't even get a chance to like click the button all the way and it
Yeah.
was said sold out. But again, it's one of those ones. It's if you get lucky to get one or blessed to get one, you're gonna be happy you got one. If not, figure out how to buy them because we still do figure out how to buy them. If you can't get in on the drops, okay. So that's gonna definitely. But they had one and then they'll have another one for tomorrow. Okay, so pay attention to that. Put that on your calendar.
Oh yeah. This is in regards to a lot of different. You guys heard last even month within this month, last month of Microsoft buying some. Now you see that Sony's buying a game developer for $3.6 billion.
That B word again.
Yeah, a lot of game developers, especially, are trying to gear up for the metaverse. Some of them know that it's coming. It's nothing that they can do, and if you want to be tapped in on it, you're definitely going to need a game development side of it. There's billions of dollars that's going to be made in this industry, specifically in the NFT sector side of it. So companies are trying to gear up for it. So they're just going to go acquire people that are already out there, already have the games developed, and all they have to do is change it to a different ecosystem. Or so yeah, it's really exciting to see a lot of some of the big name companies are still trying to gear up and be ready for what's happening with the metaverse and what's going to be going on with technology. And so Sony is that next game player that's in there. So
If you don't know no other word, right now. You better learn metaverse. Because I mean, again, that you can. It's mind-boggling of how much these lands are still going for in the metaverse, um, and they're going to continue to go up because there's only so much land in some of these games that you're either if you've invested in them, there's only so much land, there's only so much of whatever you're going to have, and just think how many people don't still know about NFTs. So
And
that,
even the side of it, you see they're acquiring game developers, and then some of the people that are already in place that have these platforms, some are still very early. At some point, if they don't want to build it out themselves, they'll just go build on those platforms that already have done all the work, that have been in there years doing it already. So it's going to be a lot of different ways that it's going to be money to be made. But as you see, they're acquiring the game developer side. They'll
mhm.
go acquire a platform or build on platforms that already have it set. So.
So pay attention. If you're a developer and you already have some stuff, they might be coming to ask you to buy. So make sure you get your numbers in your head of what you want, just in case they want to acquire your company. But I think that's great though. It's really like I said, and I don't think these big like when you start talking about billions of dollars, they obviously know a lot more data information than we ever will know.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for how they're definitely acquiring all these different companies. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. It ain't volunteering at all. Okay, so that's going to be that. All right, moving on to this one. My internet is like moving sluggish again. There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
and this tax thing, and like I said, I know everybody's like, well, tax. Listen, if you're going to be in NFTs and if you're going to be a flipper, you're going to have taxes. And I think we just like we be like, listen, we holding on. You start calculating like, okay, they're going to take how much of that if I do it like really quick or versus I hold it. So, but again, I think the tax thing is just one of those things that's out there. Everybody's trying to figure out, exactly what are the steps. We are not your financial advisor, so let's get it on the record. We're not your financial advisor. Ask your own CPA or whoever else you have do your taxes. Just because taxes are just different everywhere. And how you interpret something may be different than how somebody else interprets. So do your own research on that. But I do. It's good to see that other places are getting involved in it, I guess, and figuring out some regulation as far as how they're going to try to do something.
Yeah, instead
Agree
of
with it or
trying to
not.
just shut it down like China or something, or build their own way of monitoring and so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, certain countries are like you saying are actually adapting it into their policies, and some people aren't. So hope even here they figuring it out, but they definitely tax you in America. So
It's not a secret. Huh?
yeah, no secret
It's
there.
not a secret.
It might make a lot of people leave.
You mess with the wrong people's
Island
money,
somewhere.
they'll put
Yeah,
some stuff in place for you. Like, we're gonna go and have to cut this down another
yeah.
way.
All
But
kinds of
just
beautiful places in the
I
world.
ain't stopping. I'll be like, it is what it is. Keep doing, some more to try to cover that. That's all you can do. So, but that's gonna be interesting on that. Okay. All right. Now to the Aku drop. Okay. This did happen on Sunday. I I told you I normally try to buy two art pieces because I have the collection. But for some reason, I did, like a lot of people, had some problems with the drop of how, I guess if you were doing one transaction, it would go through and then possibly go through, and then the other one, if you were doing it, just kept giving you an error. So they are, again, like they did on the last drop, they are definitely trying to handle it in their Discord. So if you're one of the people who didn't get either your second edition or even your first edition, make sure you're checking out their Discord channel to get information as far as how you're going to be able to go on and buy. And then some people were charged multiple times because they thought they were trying to do something. And I think on that part, they were talking about going onto Nifty Gateway and doing a support ticket. So these editions, I think, Jessica, I mean, we talk about it all the time. At the beginning, there weren't this many editions being put out.
Right, at
Um,
all.
at all. But at the same time, it's still not a lot of editions when you look at how many people do you know to make up about 1,800 people that own it in the whole world. So again, right now, yeah, it's a lot for people who may be over here at the beginning buying these particular things, especially like when you originally, I think they were like 300, 500 editions that were coming out on some of the earlier editions. But it just means more people are either getting into the space, and we just need more people to come in to make them even more rare. And so there was another thing I think in their Discord too, that it was talking about if you do have the complete sets or have so many things, make sure you're going on and go through the verification process So you can, I guess, some other badge or something that you can get. But that's going to be in their Discord and the verification instructions that they have on their Discord, and then also on their announcements. You can also find out as far as if you had a problem with your particular purchase of what the steps you'll need to do to get that. Okay, so that's that one.
Oh yes, the Rug Radio. This is going to be the membership pass. You have the membership pass, and then you'll also have the Genesis pass. Of course, one is to get you access to the ecosystem, and the other is going to get you airdrops to the tokens for the Rug Radio. The prices you should have been able to get in. You could have gotten as low as $100 to up to about $300, or even a little higher. But as you can see, the floor on the membership pass is at 0.3 now. So they still will always need a membership pass. Some people may not know that, but if you start going a little more into detail, you'll know you need both, one to access it and one to actually get to the coin. And this is going to be for the pass. And then we also know that the what was the Genesis?
Oh yeah, I got that one. I'm sorry, my bad. I was a little slow there. I was a little slow there. My fault.
Yeah, even these ones here.
My fault.
Even these ones here, they're now at 1.5. So
actually,
a lot
I think they went higher. Let me just try to refresh this. Let me just see if it's gonna want to refresh here. Wants to. But I think it went higher. It was at 1. Yeah, it was at 1.4.
1.3, and that's the floor. So there's different rarities, but as you guys can tell, that most of us were able to mint them at 0.1 if you did have the membership pass, and then these came up, you're able to mint them. They're going to continue to go up once people are really like digging into how you can get how you get to the DAO token and everything else. And so definitely do your own research into the NFT, into this project. We're definitely invested in it, have both sides of the Rug membership and of the Genesis. And as you can see, if you have it, if you don't want it, the longer you hold it, the more tokens you're going to get. So it's a 5-year pass. So make sure we're clear. So if you're selling these, also know the way to value and selling them. But yeah, it is a 5-year pass. And the longer you hold, the more tokens you're going to, of course, acquire because of that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, as far as they were asking about someone asking, I think in the chat. I'm trying to read the chat too. What's the Rug Radio for?
Well, that's a decentralized radio platform. And so there's a lot of different people that are in the community that give out shows that talk about NFTs, that do education on NFTs, or may just have shows from their projects. And so it's going to be, like it says here, a fully decentralized media platform, allowing us to have, use the memes and make the money from behind what's going on in the ecosystem of NFTs outside of, everything else. So it's definitely, as you see here, because we need to own the memes, the conversation, and the narrative. So ownership means we each get to decide what we consume, how it's delivered, and we all benefit from the abundance what we create through it. Sorry, it's a little smaller for me. I'm like, I can barely. It's me. I made my screen smaller. I'm like,
like you're sharing the screen.
Yes. And so, and if you're in Twitter, or if you're in Twitter Spaces, or even there's people that, of course, do shows on Twitch, YouTube, whatever the ecosystem they are. It's just a way that, especially since it's decentralized, the narrative is controlled. You're able to put out what you want to put out, and what you, basically recontrol the narrative. So it's definitely a great project, I believe. But like I said, do your own research into it. Learn about it. Go to this website.
Yeah, you can definitely go to their website too to get some more information about exactly what they're doing, because they do offer quite a bit of on their site of the information. Let's see if my computer wants to participate. No, it's not going to participate. But yeah, you can definitely go to their Twitter, and they have quite a bit of information exactly about the Rug Radio membership and so forth, and the pass. Okay, so we'll close that out. All right, now.
Some people thought they was getting some money.
I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
So 300 sand that they did give.
On the sand. So what y'all see? I'm excited. Yeah. The airdrop for the landowners in sand. I think it was a very gracious thing for them to give out free anything. I think that is what everybody's doing right now, is giving you free airdrops, and it's definitely going to be on the Matic network. So if you don't see it in your wallet, you definitely can still see. If you got the airdrop, it's still in your wallet somewhere. You may not just see it in your actual wallet, depending on your wallet. The only problem I think that even in the Discord that people were having as far as the airdrop was concerned. I know on some of their stuff, to me it wasn't as clear as I thought it should have been. The way they explained it, and I think many people didn't realize that the snapshot. Obviously, they did the snapshot December the 20th or earlier, so it was just like they did the snapshot to figure out who owned land, and then they announced it after that, which is fine. I have no problem with that. The problem that most of the people who in the land group chat, if you own land, they do have a in their Discord a land group chat, was that people that own, let's say, each land you own, you were supposed to get 100 sand token. Okay, great. Sand token is what, $3. It's been as high as what, $7 token. Great. That's like a great nice for them to do that. But the problem that many people had was, what if you own over 50 land or over 100 land and you had them all in one wallet? Are you still getting 100 sand per land? No, you don't.
You had to scatter them across 50 wallets.
You had to scatter. I'm like, who wants to do all that stuff to scatter your land? I mean, I get part of it, but I'm like, what? Like, really? So the snapshot included, like, I don't care if you had 50 pieces of land in one wallet, you got 100 to, I think it was 100 to 750. By the time they did their calculation, it was 100 to 750 free land token. Which again, like I said, is $3 pop. Is you can't complain about getting a free airdrop. That's being said. But there was a lot of backlash that I did see in the in that Discord in regards to that. And like I said, not to say that, hey, someone should have gotten more. Well, technically, yeah, you should have gotten more. But at the same time, it's their rules. It's not like you get to say,
well, most projects will tell you per wallet or something before they do the airdrop. They don't leave it out there to, figure out. And so everybody did think that they're probably going to get it per land, and then they found out it's per wallet. And some people would at least even maybe move 5 to 10 pieces of land around or something maybe. But yeah, it's their way of
calculate. That's a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
You go from getting like 50 land. If you have 50 land, 100 each one, that's like a almost a $15,000-$20,000 airdrop or something that you would get. Plus
that went down to a never mind.
That went down you're like, I thank you. But again, but again, just want to mention that to some of you guys. I know some of you guys might own some sand tokens. So if you do, depending on if you have it in your wallet or have it in multiple wallets, you should have it at least 100 sand tokens minimum in your wallet as a free airdrop. So that's good stuff.
It is on the Poly network. That's probably why if you don't see it, if you never use Poly, it's there, but it's on the Poly network.
But just wanted to remind you, double check that particular airdrop. Okay, good stuff. All right, and then here's the Snoop.
Oh yeah, and you guys know Snoop is heavily invested in the sandbox. He's having some avatars, and this is one of the ways. If you buy this pass, you can get whitelisted. And just to be on the other side of that, make sure you can go see how many passes are being sold, and then you may be able to buy the avatar without having to buy the pass if it's not enough. So. But definitely, if you want to come in and buy one of the passes to make sure you're insured to get to that whitelist, it is going to be an avatar of Snoop that you can use throughout the game in the sandbox. And that's if you really want that avatar or that asset. But definitely, it is available. And now they're telling you the way that you can actually get that avatar and get whitelisted. There will be 10,000 in total.
10,000 of these. So that's going to be an interesting project. But I think some of his stuff has definitely been doing fairly well, holding its value for what he's doing within Sandbox. And again, his land is his land looks very, very good. Whoever created his land, let's talk. His land is actually very, very nice on how they developed his land for his thing. But again, I think he's gonna make a ton of money for all these doggone concerts that they're gonna do in the metaverse without no overhead.
Yeah, he know all the right people that would come and perform. These kids be on Fortnite and everything waiting for someone for. They was over here running around for Ariana one day. I was like, no, is Ariana here? Man, is
Ariana here?
I was just like singing and everything. Wow. I was like, it's a generational thing, but they definitely there. They are.
You cannot interrupt them, huh? They be like, oh no, they're in concert right now. I mean, like,
don't be late. Yeah. Don't be late. I was like, wow.
Like we were in the house and you're at the house, they're dancing, acting like they're in the metaverse. I'm like, wow, okay. I guess that's where we're going. But I think again, like you said, when you think about it in different generations, because I'm like, That doesn't make no sense to me. I'm like, it's the craziest thing. But I was laughing at this morning. It makes more sense to me. I'm learning it makes more sense to me. Because I'm a fishaholic. Okay. So I love, if you don't know, I am a fishaholic. I love to fish. I literally got up this morning. I was like, okay, I did my workout. My reward for working out is that in my Oculus is that I get to go fishing. I literally was sitting there. I told Massey in this where I was like, listen, I said, I worked out this morning. I said, and then I went fishing in the rain. It is the craziest thing because it literally sounded like I was standing in a boat.
Mm-hmm.
The water was it was raining down literally in the when I was fishing. And I was like, wow, it makes you feel like you're actually there. So I can actually relate to some of the people who say they go to these concerts now. Because I was like, let me throw the pole.
Especially when you can get to where somewhere you want to be or something you enjoy doing. Yes.
I fish every day now. But I'm gonna make it back to the But that's pretty. I thought it was really interesting. Again, like I said, when you start looking at the different things of how Oculus, like I said, I don't care if you don't like Oculus or not. I'm trying to get a vision of where I want to go with my stuff. And so that's why I'm playing. I guess I gotta learn the metaverse part, but it's very different, very good. Okay, so that's that.
Oh, yep. Steve Toki launches his own metaverse and NFT membership platform. A lot of us have bought even, he sold on Nifty. So some of that artwork has come back and it gives you access to his Oki One verse, which is going to have a lot of different stuff in-person events, in real life events. You're going to be having memorabilia, jackets, a lot of different things that you can go read up on if you also still are holding on to that NFT. Some may have sold, like I say, a lot of times we are long-term holds for things, and then the case use of the utility actually shows later as they're building things out, or they'll apply it. If some items that they have previously sold, they allow you to, once they build out their metaverse, to have access. So those are definitely still back up in value. Some of those are selling close to 2 ETH now. If you did hold out, you are able to go sell, or you can hold out to have the membership. So definitely do your research into the project. If you do own any of the Steve Toki NFTs, you can go over there and see which ones qualify you to maybe have access to it. Like, I'm probably never going to go to an Oki One concert, but I know there's plenty of fans. He got plenty of fans and numbers that that value is going to be there, especially depending on those in real life. He's going to give you concert tickets that he has all across the country. So there's value there for the people that do definitely enjoy him in whatever aspect that he's in. So, or what he does.
And I was wondering, I said, I think I started getting offers. I was like, this ain't done nothing for a long time. I'm like, what happened on this? What's going on? But so instantly, like I said, I think sometimes people get so excited, but like, oh, I'm just going to take an offer because I finally have an offer. Because it has been some time since his stuff has started moving. But do some research of why it's moving, because you might find out you might be selling something that finally is starting to move a little cheaper than you should be selling it. Okay, so that's that. Let me close that one out. Okay, this one here. This one, I think we shared this, was it last week or week before? I can't remember.
Before that, it would have been
about signing up to claim it. I can't remember what day, what time we shared with them.
Last month, mid last month, or even beginning of January, that this came out that if you bought 3 NFTs, that you would get $100 gift card. Then if you held for a certain amount of time, there was another amount they gave you. So they are finally sending out the what is this? Email. The voucher to be able to claim that gift card so that you can use it to buy the software you may need to whatever you may be wanting to create.
Okay. So if you check it, be on the lookout for your email.
License.
Yeah. All right. And listen, everybody might, your football team might have a chance now to win a Super Bowl.
They might have a chance now. Everything's changed. It's changed the course of history.
There might be hope again for your team.
Oh, man, that's too funny.
I'm sorry, but that ain't even about that. I thought I should say that. I'll be taking everybody hard. You be like, oh, we're gonna win. You're like, oh, but he got like a minute on the clock. If he got even a minute, if he got 39 seconds, you might be in trouble. You're like, oh, Tom, we scored. Oh, but Tom got the ball.
Yeah,
it's over.
And he probably deserved to go sit down after all. Look, 22 years. I'm like, man, Him and Giselle, they're gonna be perfectly fine. She's fine too with all that money. So
It ain't,
it's
it ain't
never been
about
an
the
issue.
money.
Yeah, never
It
been
really
an
is not
issue.
about the money.
It's definitely not about the money. It's something he loved to do his whole career. And so now you see he's gonna be focused on family and his NFT startup. We've talked about Autograph before. And so if you are invested in Autograph, doesn't mean necessarily it's gonna be jumping or moving just yet, but
Mm-hmm.
especially going to NFT space, he's going to be making more than he was in his career
Oh yeah.
within whatever amount of months. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then it's just showing, outside of that, this is not going to be able to replace that or anything that he's done, especially doing it for so long. But
Yeah.
just the opportunities that are even available for a lot of these athletes to go into to continue to be successful and continue to make way more millions of dollars still, but. A lot of people are fans of Tom Brady. Of course, like I say, 22 years is a long time to be in this space. And so there's another way that you can still have
I don't know
access
if they
to him.
all fans, but
Well, yeah, that's so true. Yeah, y'all ain't, I'm trying to speak in general.
you people this year.
They might be mad right now.
You'd
Yeah.
be like, oh yes, Tom, we not winning. But all things come to an end. But like I said, I think again, Autograph is definitely coming up. Another $170 million. They're looking to do some things. It's not going to be one of those sit down and we're just going to go high. No, they about to take some more of your money, and hopefully we can make some of the money. Since we're going to be if you're buying some of their stuff, you'll be able to go on and buy some of their stuff and make some additional funds. So that just wanted to put that article out there.
This is horrible. The whole community for that. I'm surprised it ain't took them down, and now because I'm just like I don't know if it's something that's they doing them somebody a specific person or what is going on. But as you can still see, it says there have been about at least 14 counts of ape NFTs. Can you probably go back up really quick?
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Of ape NFTs being resold without the owner's consent, according to a complaint shared with Blockworks by a group of affected users. So. In the community, I would be sick. So, and there's been a lot of people that saying they lost a lot of their apes or their mutants. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen with this, especially something you get taxed on. A lot of people want regulation for reasons like this, but it's, I don't know if it's smart contract issue. I don't know what the issue is. And I know they said it was Rarible or OpenSea still been listed. And then someone else can come in and buy and sell it. But it seems like the Bored Ape community has definitely been getting hit a lot more with it. So, I haven't seen too many other communities saying like this is an issue for them. But for all
I think it's true about the value of where they're at. Because I mean, most people again are looking for some of the higher end projects. As far as like you think about it, how some of the people are coming in, and literally if they stole a Bored Ape, I mean they'll go in and make $100,000, even if it's $100,000. They can come and make $100,000 and get in and get out. And
no, it's true, but it seems more to me that it's that just somebody coming in or one specific or two specific wallet. It seems like they know more, even maybe on the contract side, or they're able to do the research side to it. Yeah. That part. Yeah. So I don't know what it is. Like you're saying, definitely what you would go for the higher ones. Take one hit. One Bored Ape is enough to,
But I think it's pretty cool. I mean, OpenSea did refund over $2 million, and so that in itself I say something. But they did make some billions too. So let's be real quick. $2 million is like we might need to go ahead and just pay that $2 million so we can just get this to go away a little bit.
I want my ape back. That's what they're trying to say. I really want my ape back.
But you think about it, seriously, if people and if you haven't your ape and let's say your ape is working because my ape gonna get a job. If your ape is working or you have a line of clothing or whatever you're doing with your Bored Ape, and if that is stolen from you, that could mess up your whole business because you technically don't own that NFT anymore. And so there's a lot of moving parts to this aspect. But again, at least they did give the $2 million. So take that for whatever you wanted to take that.
Yeah.
For. Okay. So that's the Bored Ape, but. See right here. What we said. What did we just say? Okay, listen. I thought I was lying. They said they paid $2 million, but let me show you the billions of dollars over here. But it's crazy. Even though I know that this last month fees have just been. Well, I shouldn't say not on all of the stuff hasn't been super.
They got a little better.
It did get a little better. Because it was even stupider, as if that's the word. It was even crazier than that. When you start, again, like I said, I think we keep talking about the same thing as far as how sometimes these are really killing people's art that's killing the work for artists. Simply because when you're looking at someone coming in trying to buy something that's a couple $100, and then you have this doggone thing where you got the gas fee. They're paying one to pay buy an item for $200, but gas fees is $150. Who's going to buy it? I mean, and that's just where it's at. So, but again, a lot of this being burned because of the transaction. I think it's going to be, just pay attention when you start seeing big numbers like that. That people are over here buying. Okay, so we'll say that. All right. And then there's the hate piece. Jessica, listen, they didn't do the drop because it was an allow list, which was great. But
white lists,
we talked about it. Their graphics are fantastic.
They are so, yes, great.
I love.
Now, can you get it?
What's that? hoping you go. You're hoping you get it. You get that.
Yeah. Now you got to go pay a ridiculous amount to get it. So I mean, it's a reason why they do their white list, but it protects the project too. It's a lot of different reasons, but
so if you still are looking to get in, you can buy them. But I think their floor right now is at 9 ETH right now, 9.5 to 10 ETH when I looked at it a little earlier. So, but their project again, I think it's really their graphics are really good.
It's really great. It is. We wanted to get into the project.
Yeah.
So 9.24.
I do like the numbers. Well, there's 6,000 out of that. So there's only a few people who may have two, unless they let. But most people, unless they bought them, they
would whitelisted 6,000 of them.
Yeah. So their numbers don't look pretty good as far as that, but they are up to 9 ETH, 9.24.
And truthfully, for those that get whitelisted, all the power to you. Sometimes, if I see a whitelist project, or if you're trying to make me jump through hoops, go through your Discord and have to type for a certain amount of time to keep my activity, I refuse. There's too many other projects out there, but it's definitely worth it. Like, do not. If you are whitelisting, that's the power to you. Some project I definitely will attempt it more than others, but I'll be to the point like you burned out trying to get on a whitelist.
You sit there all doggone day trying to get on a whitelist. I'm like, forget this. I'm like, I might just go on and just pay them somebody else for this item because but again, it is good. And I understand why sometimes they do it, but at the same time, it is frustrating. It's like you gotta like something, tweak 50 times and do this. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I get both sides of it, but at the same time, and like I said, and they're using it in a sense as far as for advertising. So I know why they're doing it, which is which is marketing. It's what they need to do. I get that part. But at the same time, we were talking about this even last night on the mentorship call. As far as sometimes you just got to do some different things to try to get into some projects, and you just got to do some different things because when you start looking at how many people are coming into the NFT space, the numbers, it's only so many items that's ever going to be available. So figure out another strategy. Okay, so we'll say that. All right, so we talked about that. Their pricing. Oh, this Lamborghini.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh because at first I was like, who's gonna be trying to get the Lamborghini NFT? I know it's a class of people that can definitely be like, I'm just gonna get that Lamborghini NFT, but it wasn't like
give me that
it
one
wasn't
right there.
like that. Yeah, so it's just we've seen some other car companies come into the space. Some are even gearing up for the metaverse in their cars, equipping them that you can be playing augmented reality while you're driving in the car, you're in the roller coaster or whatever else. And so Lamborghini, there was a space object that came from space, and they're incorporating that with an NFT and with physical item. You can read more up on it. I didn't go into great detail about the article, but definitely seeing, as you can see, some of the other people that are in this space, like Gucci going with super plastic that we talked about before. And if you're on, like I say, NFTs, Twitter should be the space you're mostly paying attention to also with that. But you can see the Lamborghini announcement that they have about the NFT, and it will be an auction. So that's why I was like, some things would they be auction, I'd be like, I don't even gotta really talk about the.
You're like, do I need to register? Oh, I gotta register.
Okay. So that's Oh no, never mind. Is it an open edition or is it? When you see auctioned, I was like, oh.
So. And then you get over there and be like, I think it was one I was trying to buy on Nifty. I think it was last week, and I was like, man, them bookers had they had that thing so blocked in. I was like, okay, I had like 5 minutes. There was about 3 minutes left. And I was like, okay, I think I was like the third person. And I was like, I'm dropping. And I'm dropping quick. and I couldn't find another position to get back in on the doggone project. And I was like, 2 minutes left, somebody else put another bid in and kicked me out. I was like, you know what, y'all, I get it.
Like
I learned on that one though.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot on that particular one. I did. I learned some good stuff on that
That's
one.
Right.
I won't miss another one. But again, I think again, when you see the different auction, and I know we have different people who are on the line, it's like, hey, if you have capital and you want to do it, by all means, these are some of the bigger projects to where, like I said, it's going to be definitely cost you some bigger money, but at the same time, it's bigger rewards in some of those. Okay, so that's going to be
that. Oh, sorry. Here,
I got mine too.
You got the largest, 2 largest.
We
got the 3. I got some 3X's for you guys out there, 2X's. And I got some more extra larges. Anybody need extra larges? No, I'm playing. These can't go nowhere, baby. These can't go nowhere. But listen to be serious. This is how early we were. Like literally when this tweet came out the night before, people didn't know this because it was from like FaZe Clan. But when the next day when Artifact tweeted it out, it was over. Or that night, it was over because they said so many people already had bought them. We are some of those people. She probably got 8. I got 7. And her whole household probably really got more than that over there. But yeah, and then we're waiting for the metaverse. But we were like excited that ours actually finally came in. I have to, either hang them up or something, get them right set for their true value.
For their true value, huh?
Put on a certain hanger. But yeah, and then at first they sold 500 of them. The demand was so high and people were so mad, upset that they released another 500. And so there's a total of 1,000 jerseys, but especially with Artifact and this year coming up, Chapter 2 stuff getting released, land, metaverse, avatars, ecosystems, Nike, we're fully excited. So that was too funny. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I left them out here for a reason.
I finally looked at mine last night, and there's a little QR code on there, and I was like, "Oh, okay. What's this gonna take me to? What are we gonna do with the little QR code that's on the side?" So I know they do have some other, like you said, they have some things that are coming out for them real soon. But so make sure if you did, I think we did put a notice out. Make sure if you did get those should be coming into the mail to you. Like if you don't have yours already, they should be there.
That's very, right.
Soon. So just wanted to share that one. Oh, with this one, NFTs traded. Oh, the exploit on. Listen, people are getting like very. I shouldn't say they like getting very creative, but
they've been doing it too.
They've been doing it, but it's like someone called this one because they like really probably recognized it. Right, so,
creating more value when they NFT itself, being the buyer and the seller.
They've been the buyer and the seller, probably trying to make the volume look like it's so. The point being of saying, I think that the thing that you need to recognize too is that for people, if you're looking, especially like some of these flippers that are looking, some of these people are making false volume, and it makes it seem like that you're doing that all this stuff is coming in this particular project. But this article kind of like tells you what they're kind of doing. Sometimes in some of those projects to make it seem like they're as high as they are, but they're really not high because it's that same person going back and forth. So be on the lookout for some of those things. Like I said, you can't stop it all. So again, if you are a flipper, just remember, take your profit and get out the game. Don't stay in there too long.
They used to do that with one of the NFTs we own. Every time you put it up for list, it'd be that same person buying it. Then you put it up for list, and all of a sudden it's sitting there. And then they go list 3 more before that one, so they can buy those 3 up until they get yours. Yours had to sit there. I was like, I'm not moving mine, so I don't care. I'm not moving mine out the way. So you will either have to buy it and get over it. Literally, it will sell, but they'll bring the floor down first to get their item sell and make it look like activity is coming into that project. So yeah, you have to just keep your eyes open for things.
Keep your eyes open because get in and get out if you're flipping. If you're looking for something, because they making money is what they're doing, and until there's more regulations, they're gonna keep making their money, and so don't let them make your money. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's
that part.
Now over to our folks.
Yes.
So
we're going to start with the more affordable items. We're going to start.
We didn't start with this item because we would have probably talked the whole show about artifacts. So we did wait, but they on fire right now.
Yes, that's hard. They coming. They heating up. They've been on the floor. Has been lava. They ain't really been sending nothing out but emojis right now, and that's getting it going.
Yeah.
So yeah. And this is the mint disc. It's gonna have some
Mhm.
utility. They have the mint disc 1 and the mint disc 3. These came out, of course, before previously with you. This is the way that you were able to claim if you had a MetaKey, your avatars for your the CloneX. Some people got 3 and some people got 1, but there's not too many entry points sometimes that are at a reasonable price point. People may say they definitely were. So we'll make sure that most artifact NFTs were at a reasonable price point when they came out. And
Yep.
if you've held, you've been very rewarded, highly rewarded for that.
Mhm.
And so this is going to be one that has a utility. Don't know exactly the utility. So some people are coming out and bought them. I definitely have bought one just because, it was artifact and the price point. And some people own multiple, definitely with certain things. But yeah, this is, like I said, we don't know the utility of it, but that one will also have utility. So if you're looking for certain artifact projects that to still take an entry point on, you like I said, you don't know what it's for, but most things artifact now, especially with they were already able to be who they could be without Nike. I can tell you that, but with Nike too, and
Yeah.
with the magnitude of what they can both help each other out with getting shoes out and wardrobes, it's a great partnership. So very excited for that. But as you can see, there has been a lot of things going on with Artifact even over the last weekend. Last week they were almost like at 9.1, and now they're closer to 16, 17, seen
Yeah, I
as high
think they're
as
16 and
18
a
weeks
half. They're
before.
16 and a half right now. They were 18 the other yesterday.
Yes, they were
Like
18.
18 point something.
And so yep, just still waiting on more news. Chapter 2 has started. The news will be coming out this week about exactly where the plans are, how it affects our CloneX, how it affects our space strips, whatever items that you may also have that are CloneX or Artifact. And so it's really exciting. So yeah, I cannot wait to see as the project continue goes and the utility of what you have. The value definitely will be there, and we'll actually know we'll know
Mhm.
exactly what we can do with the CloneX.
And I think you again, it's one of those ones as far as for people who we start talking about this thing, like even at the beginning when these first came out, what less than what about a month ago? If has it been a month? I can't remember
Yeah,
what
it's
day.
been a over a month now.
A little bit over a month. These were auctioned at 3 ETH. Then they dropped because of the problem with auction. They went down to just a flat 2.5 ETH. Okay, 2.5 ETH to 16.5 ETH. We're not even going to talk about yesterday's high of 18 ETH where it was at. That quick in a month. I mean, it's mind blowing. Let's see if the 6.5 is even still available. So
And this ain't
$45,000.
I'm like, it's mind blowing now, but for me, this is like nothing. I feel like this price of what it is, even here, is absolutely nothing. So we all have our own beliefs and what we
What's your belief, Jessica? Can I ask what your belief? No.
she already did it. She put a post in the family chat too about the Bored Ape price, and I put in there, "We coming for you."
Yeah, yeah. So I'll go over it. I'll be posting them. So this is the Bored Apes. The Bored Apes are what 116.
So we coming for you. I don't care what the number, if it's 8,000 more, 9,000 more, what the CloneX utility has behind it, the ecosystem, the fashion, the wardrobe, everything. I don't care. We coming for you.
We coming for you. Baby, see, y'all see how they be bullying me too.
Because truthfully, even if you go back to it, the Bored Ape, but it's so funny. Literally, when we was talking about buying that, she made the move. I was like, why would I want to sign my name in the bathroom?
In the bathroom.
And I was like, normally we buy 2 things just because we're gonna try it. But man, she made a great move. I was like, I'll go back and do it. Didn't do it. And it is what it is. But I'm CloneX for life. So
You
it don't
CloneX
really
for life.
That's too funny. But
and I never went. I said I was going to buy the second one. Never went back and bought the
never
second
went back and bought it.
I'm grateful I bought the first. I bought
That's
one.
right.
So. But yeah, that is our thing. You be like, we coming for you. I'm like, okay. I was like, hey, I need you to come for us. That would be even great.
Talking about fashion, we got jewelry, we got clothes, we got shoes, we got everything. We got utility, we got Nike, we got people that have been doing the work with games and luxury and fashion, people connections. I'm like, nah, we coming for you.
There's just it's too much stuff that they have. So again, you start looking at some of these doggone sales. So they're not 77,000. So 22 minutes ago. Another one, 60-some thousand sold an hour ago. So it's not people are probably new people that are with us are probably like, well, are people even buying these things? Yeah, you can see like right here, they don't. It's on the blockchain. There's people who are selling them and buying. Ooh, did that one sell for $450 million? I'm sorry, yeah, but we got to look. And there was another one for 150. Wowie.
There he is.
That was on the Twitter post that I was just looking at. I didn't realize that just sold
And
for
still have, yeah, that was on the peer post, and that was one of the the best one that they liked, and somebody didn't bought it.
3 hours ago. Let's see. Oh my, $1.2 million.
They don't want to go buy. They don't want to go buy. And then some of them are flipping, can get that too, and then they can go wipe the floor, pick up another 10 CloneX, still have all that other profit, and still go come up and eat up that floor with all these announcements that's gonna come up. Because minimum, oh my goodness. Even if they looked at it and they went to the 50 ETH floor right now for what they sold that one at, can come back and get some more and still have all that profit.
That's going to be a steal.
Yeah.
Even
oh yeah.
$1.2 million.
Somebody might be sick too in the next plan. I don't want to say you sick with that, but sometimes
they're not going to be sick for 1.2 million because especially if they bought it at the price when we bought ours, like at 0.03 for $300. I think they might be okay.
But they do not want to see 800. I mean, it is what it is. You can't even look at it like you just got to be happy with what you get. And that's it. A lot of people, even like we were talking about it before, it was like 90% of the CloneX weren't even listed. And so the value even in that, people know what they have. You're talking about $1 million commercial license. Some people are selling and flipping, of course, have those multiples, but some people also just taking this right now and that's all they got to do. They may even go buy some more up, or they have some already.
Look at
multiples.
This is more common one. That bad boy sold for 150 ETH 4 hours ago. And y'all probably like, well, who has that kind of money? People in crypto.
Oh man,
this could be your child in the room that had bought crypto and you didn't know they was buying.
No,
that's who that could be.
Oh, man.
And I think we think it's like there's a lot of young people who, and I'm not saying old people don't have, but there's a lot of young people who have this kind of crazy crypto, and started investing very early on when Ethereum and stuff was what couple $100. So again, I think when we think about it, so we look at today's price of someone paying this $1 million, but someone could have bought ETH when it was only a couple $100. So this $1 million is really not $1 million to them in their eyes because of the price they bought in at on Ethereum. Wow,
they're using all profit money. They ain't got no.
They made that somewhere else, either buy the coins too. But there's some big money being spent on some of these CloneXs, and so I think, like you said, definitely have a lot of news that's coming up.
A lot of speculation out there. Supposed to have I hope they really do have the Super Bowl commercial people are talking about. I do not know. And I say speculation, making sure I will read and watch a lot of stuff and stuff. I hope there is. There was a talk with Snoop Dogg doing their thing, and then I heard that CloneX might be actually doing something with Nike. And I said, okay, even if they don't, it's okay.
I hope they do.
I hope they do.
We need more people to come by. Not like we sell it, but we just do need more people to come in. And
I mean, technically we don't, but still we do. Yeah.
How many do they?
Like we do. We like people to come buy those that are currently listed for the people that have theirs listed. 20 out of 18.
There's only 2,600 items listed.
See,
only
16,000 not listed. Woo. Some people got real plans for their stuff. This project's I'm telling you.
Ours are all going to work. They're gonna be up before work before I get up. they ain't taking no breaks. These are like the best employees you could ever have right here. Yeah. Like, okay, you're gonna be at work like all day.
All day. Oh man!
Nick, I think Nick, that must be Nick. He said even in the artist, for the Murakami one, they don't have the commercial license. I don't. Yeah, you're right. The Murakami ones, they don't have the commercial license, but I wonder what they have.
Yeah, because they've said that they have until they what doesn't have the commercial license, the Murakami drip, they definitely have other plans in place that's going to make up for that. So it maybe you don't have to work at all. McCormy is doing.
Talk,
Pronouncing it wrong.
that,
Please
that's
help
what
me.
I
I'm not
want to
exalting
hear.
your name, sir. Man, I know I'm saying something wrong with this or something, but but yeah. So they definitely have plans that are in place for that since it doesn't come with that $1 million commercial license. He has his own stuff that he's doing, so you don't know if it's applied to his ecosystem, but it's supposed to be made up with that. And a lot of people maybe even be selling those lower because they don't have commercial license, but there was supposed to be something that's made up for you not having that commercial license in the interviews that I've watched that they've said and talked about it. So some people can get out close to 1 million with it, but then you don't know if you're giving up, airdrops of tokens.
Right.
You haven't even gotten an airdrop yet, and you're giving that drip up. And like I said, you can't say anything about it. They're making money. You're making money for
Yeah.
your family. You're creating wealth, and so each their own. I wish I could just be like, I'm gonna just sell it, but and having
Yeah.
multiples that you have, but still not there. I'm like, it's still nothing's been said yet. Like I can't give up something I don't know the true worth for it yet, but lots of these people have multiples. They know about even the artists that have them. So it's something else that is supposed to come to you or be a advantage for you by having these drips that don't have that commercial license.
So
Because even the
things are,
KO1 or KO2, she doesn't come. She's a Murakami trait also, and some people aren't even noting that her hairstyle, that type of hairstyle, is a trait of his. So it's a lot going on, but I can't say necessarily that $1 billion.
that $1 million.
Yeah, because the commercial models, we have to work with that. You build your brand. They're going to help you with
Yeah.
that because what they're creating. But we still, it'd be people maybe even approaching you to be able to use it. You don't have to do too much work with it. But for those that own this one already traded, it seems like they already may have something built out that's going to create some type of, I don't know, for you, something.
I hope that I don't know is great,
Yeah.
which I know it will be. But so that's. But again, y'all see, we could talk about artifacts like all day, just because of what they're doing. But again, the 200 ETH is the floor. Uh, 500, $500,000. That's the floor on the Murakami ones.
That's the floor.
Half a
Yeah.
million dollars. Whew. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's move on. Okay. I said I know we're Black History Month. I was like, let me show some of my artwork that I do have.
Well, let me look at this. Let me
So
show
this is on Maker's Place, and I have purchased these art pieces. The
Oh,
Martin Luther King
I'm
picture.
sorry. Oh, yes. I
Yes.
done lost the screen. Thank you. I apologize.
Okay.
Oh, there, that beautiful art. Thank you. I'm sorry. There you go.
Yeah. So this is some different artwork. So I know we have a lot of people, even in our community, that are putting out your artwork. We need to start being supportive. I think it's very, very good. And the reason why as soon as I saw this artwork, I was like, oh, this stuff looks very, very good. Andrew's doing like I don't even know who the artist is. It was Andrew, but I don't even know him. I've never met him. But when I saw the artwork, I was like, wow, it looks like very, very good. And so he still definitely has some work available on Maker's Place. You can go on and you can bid on some, and there was 15 edition of these. Now these right here, these are like one of one edition. I own them. You don't have to send me no offer. I'm not selling them. They're edition one of ones on some of these. So I'm not selling them right now. But no, I'm not selling them. But there are some that if this is the Kobe one, the Mamba Morphis one that he has also. There may be a few editions of that one still left. But again, this particular artist, hopefully this don't come on really loud. I'm gonna click it real quick and then try to pause it instantly because it plays music on here. Come on, thing. Here we go. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, the picture of America with the blood dripping off of his hand. I was like, whoa, I'm buying that art piece. That's a whole lot. Okay, so but again, I think this was again one of the artists that if you have not picked up some of this particular artist's work, definitely check it out on Maker's Place. He has some very, very, very good artwork on here. Okay, so just wanted to say that. and you do have to. You can go in and again make offers, make some offers. All right. Okay, John, we gotta hurry. Wait a minute. Now this was a okay. Go ahead, Jessica. Oh, because I'm gonna get too. I'm gonna take too many things. Like,
No, see if it's updated or if it's down because it was even as high as 2.3, and so right now, especially with the on cyber, this is the people that are holding the space pods that we hold for artifacts that we would get given an airdrop. Some of you may have also picked them up on the secondary market, but NFT. I mean, sorry, spot the space pod, which is
that's
2.4.
2.4.
I was like, I thought it was a little higher than that because I was like, that might have been a little old. Um, as you can see, we've been talking about the space pods even for over the last month. You could get on as low as 1,500, 2,500, but even if you had did it at that point, you're now having them at close to about $7,000 right now, and that's not even with the news. And once they start announcing if these are supposed to be the land for you, also to the ecosystem of the multiverse that Artifacts has going on. So these have been going crazy. And like I said, you don't even still know the full news. People have been talking about 510 ETH. You don't have to believe that. You don't have to know if that's true. A lot of people are making that
You don't
speculation.
have to even believe it.
A lot of people believe in that speculation because, of course, who they're tied to in the multiverse of different places that it can maybe able to connect you through. Maybe they're upgrades. You can be able to merge them, create bigger spaces. There's so much thing that they're giving you the opportunity with from being connected with the Artifact Space Pod, and also, being connected with now Artifact is acquired by Nike. So it also speaks to those two relationships. But yeah, the space pods definitely have made their move. Like I said, we've talked about these when they're around $1,500 to $2,500, and they're now sitting close to $7,000. And
You know what?
it
And
was low before that, so I'm not gonna. Yeah,
I'm not putting nobody business out there. But last night we was on our call with everybody for our monthly group people, and someone I'm not just saying the name. I've never put anybody business out there because I don't want anybody to put mine. But they did say something, and I thought, and again, I'm not gonna say no names. Nobody. If you are on my call right now, don't put nothing in the chat. I'm not gonna say your name, and I don't need nobody else in the chat. If you were on our mentorship call last night, don't put their name in the chat. But I am gonna give you some visuals. Because we started talking about this in the group. We're like, hey, go buy. We send pictures of like, hey, go buy this particular item right now. I think it's a great price. Think there's going to be this may be moving. And so last night we were on the call, and one guy, someone on the call says, yeah, I bought 10 of those. If you could just see, we was like, let's go.
So excited for you. I'm like, just like that, winning like that.
And I said, I'm not trying to count nobody's money. Can't anybody count my money? But I said, if we told you to buy these at $1,500 to $2,000, and you are now at almost, I think at the time it was almost $7,000. So that was like 5,000 times 10. I was like, did you make like $50,000?
And that's if he sold.
But
he might tell me, yeah.
He sold. If she sold.
Yeah, that's right.
I said, but because I don't think I think they're whatever they're doing, but I was like, that is so awesome. And that is so how NFTs can really change, as far as getting into some of the right projects and investing into some of the right projects. Because again, we've been talking to everybody, even on calls, as far as, hey, artifact. Y'all ought to be tired of us hearing about artifact, but we ain't gonna stop talking. Right. So, because we're still trying to make sure people in the community know you need to make sure you need to get into something with the artifacts and do as much research as you possibly can, because they are kind of setting the bar for where things need to be at within the NFT space. So, but I was like, that was so exciting.
Even like you said, they are having that. Everything that we're talking about, if you hear us as a whole, even talk about fashion and NFTs, and it's going to be $1 trillion market and everything. And then you have the people that are doing it. You're going to be part of one of the main brands that is able to be successful because they understand blockchain, NFTs, they understand fashion, they understand games. Every part of the avenue that they have is going to be in this one ecosystem. So it's like, NFTs of all NFTs, this is the NFT that I believe in the most. Like, I won't sell out of this NFT to go maybe an airdrop, but I could think of plenty of other items I would go to.
Plenty of other items in the world. Like, no, we don't sell that airdrop. You go to another airdrop.
Yeah, you want to go to a different airdrop. So yeah, but the opportunities, like I said, the space pod's made a move, and it's definitely very exciting when we see people that are able to make that
It is.
change. That's life changing, no matter how you look at it in
It is
different
very
ways. And they
exciting.
may, not, and he, she, whoever, they may not even be, that was their only thing, or that they did, or
It
that may
wasn't.
be
So we're
even
not
nothing
putting
to
my
them.
business out there.
So, but yeah,
But
but like
again, I
NFT
think it's
space provides that.
it's exciting. Like I said, you guys may think that we're like doing it just because we wanted to do. It's like, no, we're excited to see other people winning. I think that's the most rewarding thing, because again, you could sit over there and you could be the only one that's winning, and it's like, okay, for what? It's like there's enough money for all of us to make money in this NFT space. And so when you see that other people are starting, because it takes you getting educated for one, it takes you also going on, and pulling the trigger on getting into some of the NFTs, because it can happen that fast. We started talking about to our group to the group thing, as far as, hey, the Clone X's are at like 9 ETH. We still think that these things are going to run. I think like 2 days later, after we put the notice, like, hey, if you haven't bought one, if you can't afford to buy one, like I said, we understand it's not like it's not a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But if you can, we were like, hey, if you can't afford to buy one of these at 9 ETH, go ahead and pull the trigger. I think it's a good time to pull the trigger. They went from 9 ETH to what, 18. It happens that fast in the NFT space. Again, no guarantees that they will stay at that number. They may come down, but at the same time, your risk tolerance, as far as if you're depending on your capital. I hear you laughing.
No, I know. No, in the market, it could, just in a regular market of ups
Market.
and downs, like,
Yes.
but yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we were
But
hoping that with the news that's coming up in this, the chapter 2 and all the release, everything, there's definitely shouldn't be coming down. But like she's saying, every project could have something that could give it a hiccup. We're
Yep.
praying that they don't, but yeah.
Yes. So, but congratulations to that individual. Very, very excited for you. Again, I don't think if you decide if you want to sell, and so don't everybody be in a group be talking about his money, because he ain't gonna send you no money either. She ain't gonna send you no money either. Okay, so that's good stuff there. All right, so just a reminder again, we do have our monthly subscription. If any of you are interested in it, please definitely look to join our monthly subscription. We are always trying to drop information as far as trying to get us into great positions. It's just what we do. We really are trying to do that, to make everybody money, period, in NFTs. Okay. Another reminder, if you do have friends and families, please remember to send them to our whatsnfts.com site. Continue to send them to our whatsnfts.com site. That is our free site. We're always posting stuff over here. If Jessica not posting something, I'm posting something over here. We are always
posting. Madison posting. No.
So you'll see. As I said, blessed morning. We started talking about this was the 29th. So again, we were at 100 ETH on Bored Apes, and what I said, they were at 116. So we'll post information like that on the 28th. So there's like, so it's not like I can undo the post. This was the 28th. I posted this. We were at 11.9. The 31st, we're at 17 ETH. Do the math. $2,500 on ETH is $2,500 or $2,700 right now. But even if we say it's $2,500 a pop, how much money did you just make in 2 days, 3 days? Okay, that's how fast things in NFT space can change. Okay, that's it, how fast things can change. So I think that's all we got today. We were a little bit over, but we're just always excited about NFTs, so we have to voice everything. But again, I don't know if we have anything else that you have on your side.
No, that covered everything.
Okay. All right. Once again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us. We're excited. We will always continue to share with you all as much as possible about the NFT space, because we love it. And also remember to definitely check out our YouTube channel. If you are on our site, we do have at the top up here, we have all of our handles and everything as far as the different sites. We are on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, please. And also follow us on YouTube. And if you're watching some of our videos on YouTube, please make sure you give us a like on those YouTube videos too. So once again, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. We appreciate you all joining in with us today. And we will see you all at the next one. Have a good one.
Have a great one.